Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, thank you for making some time for me, sir.
Yeah. This door didn't stay open.
Okay, that's okay.
No, we had it.
Hello. How you doing?
So
Yeah, I heard there's some stuff. I'm just really
Yeah.
not really too interested in it.
What's going on?
So yeah, I've just come to you. You can understand the situation about what happened Saturday or whatever. You know what I mean? And I just want to stress the importance. I've been having problems already before with multiple people. I've already submitted records requests. Can I sit this here?
Yeah.
I've already submitted records requests to the county. This is gonna be my 4th time. The first time I gave it to the sheriff, and I swear he wiped his butt with it and threw it away. The second time I gave it to Steve Mitchell down at his office. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm assuming it landed wherever the sheriff's was. All right. On that one, I did write a complaint against Steve Mitchell, and I'm going to give you a copy of it here. There you go, sir. So just so you know, sir, that this is pretty serious, a record request. And Steve gave me a big old lecture about, and it's one of the, oh, there you go. This is the same thing. He gave a big old lecture about going to go learn the record law, blah, 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 and his excuse as to why the sheriff wiped his butt with my first one. Well, I went and I did a third one again with Mr. Judge Urias, and the same thing happened. So I don't know what's happening, sir, but I'm going to hand this one to you today. And where did I place my phone? I just want you to take the responsibility as your position in office, sir, to make sure that this record request gets held accountable. I suggest you look up record laws. There it is right there. I don't know if you want to read it, but it's basically asking for body cam footage from Mr. Vargas. I don't know if that's going to be something you think you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't have any.
That's what your attorney's going to have to do.
Yeah, and I don't have any access to.
Well, either way, y'all are, the law says y'all have to write me a written response as to why y'all are not going to do it. So if your response is your attorney has to do it, you have to write a response to me. And, that has never happened through this department. So, you have 10 days with that one and, get a hold of me.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're going to hand that to, but I would really like if you would double check with that and stress the importance of the county following the law on this one. Because this is, like I said, this is my 4th time having to do this. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, FOIA requests can be made by any individual.
Sure.
It's just a right. It's not necessarily something an attorney has to do. But I'd love to hear y'all's response to it, and yeah, my attorney can pick up with all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would really love if you would take it seriously and follow the law with it.
Yeah, I'll read it over and I'll read over your copies too.
Okay, cool.
I'll put it on your.
So yeah, it's 10 days, and
I
I do have a lot more records. So after I get a response from that one, I'm going to come down and I'm going to give you a couple more.
Okay.
Specifically the ones that I was rejected from, Urias, Steve, and the sheriff. So,
Okay.
So yeah, I appreciate you giving me my time.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll be in
Before
contact.
you take off,
Yes, ma'am.
you've been calling the offices here in the courthouse
1101?
constantly?
No, not constantly.
Yes, they're
What's your definition of constantly?
Constantly is you're making at least 2 to 3, 4 calls a day.
No, I call.
Trying to look for the judge.
Well, if he has a
This
better
is
way
his
of getting a
office
hold
right
of
here. You
me.
call this office, okay?
Yeah, I've called. Is this
Listen to me.
1101?
We heard you, now you listen to me.
All right, go ahead.
You call this office because this is where he has his office.
1101?
She's going to take a message of the judge isn't here.
Okay.
When he comes into the office, and he'll give you a call.
Okay.
But don't be calling the county offices because they have nothing to do with what's going on here.
Okay, you
Okay,
saying I'm
and
not
they're-
allowed to call the county office?
For business, for those offices, you can.
Okay, I
But not
definitely
to be,
have
Not to be
business.
harassing them about.
Oh, I'm
what's
not
going on
harassing
here.
nobody. I'm definitely have business, ma'am. I
Alright.
promise you.
Well, I'm letting you know.
So you're telling me I'm
Because
harassing
if they
people?
keep complaining because you're calling about what's going on here in this office, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
So are you
Harassment.
legally telling me I cannot call up at the county office no more?
I'm telling you why you can call the office.
But like legally, I'm not harassing nobody. You're saying I'm harassing
You are
people?
harassing when you're calling for another office.
Mr. Davis,
have nothing to
can
do
you
with it.
clarify your office hours? Because I've been trying to call you and your office is just closed and nobody answers. So if you could please clarify, because I have an officer threatening me with arrest right now, just because I'm trying to reach you, sir. So I would love a clearer way to get a hold of you. I would personally love for you to give me your cell phone information so I can just avoid all this garbage nonsense.
I'm not, because they don't pay my cell bill.
Okay, well you see how she's threatening me arrest when your office isn't open?
It's open.
It's open.
Well, I've
But
called
she's
here
here
and no
all
one's
the
I
time.
know, but
answering.
we have
She's
other
here all
calls.
the
Okay, I don't
too.
appreciate you, ma'am. I'm not talking to you no more.
No, I'm letting you know. She's here all the
All
time.
right,
other
sir. Well, I
calls.
would love an easier way to get a hold of you because,
That's-
and I'm letting you know right now, it's not harassment. I have more. You know, I'm going to be in contact with you more. I don't want you to consider it harassment. I have more records to give you. All right, whatever your
Like I
problem
tell you,
is,
if it has
ma'am,
to do with this
figure it out.
office, then you're more than welcome.
So you're
to
telling
call
me,
her.
yes or no? Am I legally? You're telling me legally I'm not allowed to call the courthouse anymore?
Understand this.
I'm trying.
How are
I'm
you,
trying.
How are
I'm
you
trying
not
to.
understanding?
Tell me again, please. Tell
Do
me
I
again.
need to draw you a picture?
Please, if you could write it down, that would be very good for me,
When
so I
you're
have some
calling
kind of
other offices
office.
that has to do something with the judge, then you're harassing them because you're.
I'm not
constantly
harassing
calling.
nobody, ma'am. I was very respectful. I don't. Who are you saying I'm
Okay,
harassing?
then don't call unless you have business with the other offices for what they have, what they do in their offices. You're more than welcome to call them. But when
I
you-
am welcome to
but
call him. Or I'm not welcome. You're. Please write down what you're saying, because you're saying I'm welcome to call him. You're saying I'm not welcome to call him.
You need to call this office to take care of.
Okay,
what-
sir. Your office. I have been calling you, and no one is answering. So if you could clarify right now your hours.
It's 8 to 5.
8 to 5. I'm gonna call you tomorrow at 8 to verify those hours. It's not gonna be harassment. Do you have a suggestion? Is if your office is not open in time, or if someone's not here, what do I do?
Leave a voicemail.
Leave a voicemail. What kind of time frame do I have as to having a voicemail returned to me?
Whenever my secretary has time to get to it.
So it'd be like 1 day, 2 days, a week.
Whenever she
Because
has time to get to
I don't mean to be a problem, sir, but you know I don't. I'm sure y'all have dealt with government before. Government is very, very slow, right? So I'm sorry if I call once every 30 minutes. I'm talking. I let you talk, man. Please let me talk. I'm sorry if I call every 30 minutes to see what's going on. I apologize that you think that's harassment, but I don't appreciate you threatening me for arrest for using public services. Okay, thank you. So if you have anything else to say, ma'am, please write it down so I can clearly understand. Then I don't care what you have to say. Is there any, sir? You have 10 days. Can you help me with that?
I'll
Okay,
leave
ma'am,
it.
I don't appreciate your
need to grow
garbage
up,
attitude.
Devon.
You need to grow up.
need
Can
to
you
grow
please write down all the threats or whatever you're trying to clarify to me? Because I have no idea
I'm
what you're
not
talking
writing anything
about.
down.
I don't understand you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, if you want to
When
make
you get in
any
trouble
sense as to
again-
what...
When you get in trouble again.
In
don't
trouble
cry
with
about
what?
it.
What do you mean in trouble
With
again?
everything.
With what?
everything. This isn't the first time that you're acting the way you're acting.
Is there something wrong with the way I'm acting?
Yes.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, then why are you saying... If
Maybe-
you don't know what's wrong with the way
Maybe
I'm
you need to take
acting...
some medication.
No, what kind of medication should I take?
Well, go to the doctor and maybe they'll. tell
Which
you
doctor
what to
should I go to?
Go to a psychiatrist.
Which psychiatrist are you recommending
You
I
look
go
for
to?
one. I don't know.
What?
Tell your parents to find you one.
No, you're the one telling me to do it. I'm asking you
I'll
the
go talk to your parents
recommendation.
and tell
Okay,
them.
when I can call them down here and they can talk to us right now about this, ma'am. I don't know why
You're
you're
an
trying to
adult.
argue with me.
You
Then
are
why
an
are you
adult.
telling me you're gonna go to my parents if I'm an
Because you're
adult?
acting like a child.
Well, I don't appreciate anything you're saying. And I don't understand where you're going with this.
Okay.
So if you have anything else to say, write it down.
I'm just warning you.
What are you warning me?
I verbally warned you.
What?
I verbally warned you.
I don't understand. Write it down. I don't understand what you're
You're
saying.
done with him?
Okay, are you done with me?
I'm done with you.
Okay, sir.
Got it.
Is it okay if I call this office?
If you need something, yeah.
Okay, I do need something. I'm going to be in contact with you, sir.
I've got 10
Do you
days,
understand that? I know. And after those 10 days, sir, I'm going to be back in contact with you. I also have more records to give you.
So. Okay.
Is that okay for me to call you to give you more records in this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was a less hostile environment, but Olivia wants to argue with me about nothing. Her feelings, I
I'm
guess.
here to protect them.
I'm not. Do you think I'm a threat to you, sir?
We're fine.
Okay, well then I don't know what you're doing here,
Okay.
lady. All right, well I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you.
All right. You need to grow up, lady. Quit acting like a child. You need to quit acting like a child. You're literally here arguing about me. You're like, oh, you're a child, and then you want to argue me about it. Bye. Bye.